In the evening of February 17th, a Japanese task force was detected in the Java Sea. A Mogami heavy cruiser was spotted sailing with this task force. Airstrikes were conducted on the task force in an attempt to damage or sink the heavy cruiser. However, it seems the target only sustained moderate damage and still poses a serious threat to our assets in the area. The same night, Paul Jones made her last run to Singapore and evacuated around 150 more personnel. This will be the last trek Paul Jones makes to Singapore. The vast majority of our forces have been evacuated from Singapore, and now the Gibraltar of the East firmly is under the grasp of the Empire of Japan. Paul Jones will now make the long trip back to Australia to repair her serious damage and get ready for the fight ahead. The evacuated troops will be used to launch a renewed assault on Singapore in a few months' time. The Gibraltar of the East will not be in Japanese hands for long. On the morning of February 17th, Dutch submarine O-19 made sound contact with a large task force and silently maneuvered into position. This will be her first catch of her first patrol. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back to our War on the Sea series playing with the Abdicom mod. O-19 has made contact with some enemy surface vessels and we are moving in to engage the convoy. It looks like a rather large task force and there is a light cruiser inside the task force. That is what we will be engaging today. Let's go ahead and target the light cruiser. Perfect. And we are swinging our sub around. It's been a while since I have used submarines in War on the Sea. Okay, let's go ahead and we already have the target identified. Let's raise our periscope. Try to get a pretty good solution going here. There we go. There's the target. They are moving so quickly. So quickly. Let's try to get a good solution. Solution's at 93% already and rising. Target is moving very quickly. Speed is 26 knots. They are moving in a hurry. Okay, we have these tubes here, and then we have our bow tubes. Let's try to increase speed and swing around downscope. Swing and bring our bow tubes to bear. We do have these, I'm guessing, external torpedo launchers, which we are now out of arc. I should have tried to use those. That could be interesting. However, slowly swinging around, we are going to get nice and close and hopefully blow this light cruiser out of the water. Get a small victory here. And once we launch our torpedoes, we will be able to rearm at Surabaya. Okay, the enemy task force has no idea we are here just yet. Just maneuver into position. Nice and easy. What's our speed? 6 knots. We're moving kind of quickly. It is very shallow, so we're going to hit the target and quickly turn to disengage. Alright, reduce speed. And trying to get that 90-degree angle here. Looking pretty good overall. Okay. Rudder amidship. Solution is at 96%. 99. That's about as good as it's going to get. Upscope. Okay, there's our friend. Okay, torpedoes. We are going to fire... Do I want to just fire 4? We're pretty close to Surabaya. Yeah, let's fire 4 with a 2-degree spread. We can go ahead and rearm at our port. Alright, tubes 1 through 4, fire. There we go. Torpedoes away. Alright, now it is time to right full rudder and get the heck out of dodge. Increase speed to 6 knots. Perfect. Torpedoes are away, heading towards the target. And you know what? I just want to remain undetected, so we'll maintain 6 knots until the torpedoes are heading straight, pretty close to the target. Until they see them and start braking and commencing evasive maneuvers down scope. Alright, torpedoes are looking pretty darn good here. Alright, full rudder. Hopefully that spread is good enough. I mean, that was a 99% solution. Keep swinging around. Probably would have been a good idea to fire my stern tubes. Just to get out of here quickly. Okay, increase speed to 8 knots. There's no escaping at this point. Up scope. Okay, let's look at our friend here. Yeah, not looking the best. This looks like a pretty good setup. I think we're going to get at least a couple of hits. It would be lovely to sink a Japanese light cruiser here. The first kill for O-19. Impact should be in a handful of seconds. There we go. 1 hit. Dud. 2 hits. 3. Massive explosion. Perfect. That was absolutely brutal. And there we go. This submarine is definitely going to be a force multiplier. Let's commence the retreat. 90 seconds. Let's get the hell out of here. Perfect. Increase speed to 9 knots. Drop our scope. Gotta go fast. 90 seconds to get out of here. I think that cruiser is going down. Let's move on to some deeper water here. Let's start going down slightly. The official report has come in. The light cruiser is going down. That is the first kill for O-19. We're already off to a very successful start with her. We're going to disengage from these destroyers and continue our war patrol. Our next objective will be to head to Surabaya and rearm those 4 fish. Here we have it. We were able to leave the combat area. No damage was sustained to O-19. However, the Sendai went down 5,000 tons. We gained a single command point, but you know what? That is good enough for me, I suppose. We are up to 3 command points. O-19 is going to continue on towards Surabaya to rearm. We also have Paul Jones over here, which I need. She did pick up some more troops overnight from Singapore. There are now 20 people left on Singapore. We are probably just going to leave them. Paul Jones is going to head back to Australia to repair because she is very critically damaged at this point. We have merchant ships all around. Ohio is almost to Australia. Let's make sure she's still plucking along to Australia to get more fuel, and this convoy is still heading on to Java. And okay, we have aircraft over Java. Speaking of Java, but this time we're talking about the ship. Okay, Java's trying to make it back to Australia as well because she is pretty heavily damaged due to air attack. And I want to just release her so she can get repaired. I do not want to lose my ships here. However, it looks like we've encountered some zeros. We have some Curtiss Wright 21s over Java providing cap. Let's begin and start Java, and we can see her list is pretty extreme. Let's try to increase speed. She's not moving very fast, and we will initiate the retreat. Turn on radar though, see what's coming at us. Let's go ahead and retreat. Oh, and we can automatically leave the combat area. I guess it was nothing too dangerous then, just a scout or something out here. That's fine. Java is going to, I think the safest option will be to head through here and then make it back home so I can release her. Perfect. That is the current situation. This week is going along. It's going to be a long week for us. However, our primary objective is just reinforcing all of our air bases on Java. Once that is completed, we will move on to Palembang and make sure everything here is okay. We're about to drop off around 100 more men. The thing we need here is supply. However, I think we will be able to hold on to our base on Sumatra, and we will use this as a springboard to retake Singapore. Well, here we go. We have an interesting air battle developing. Our CW-21s have encountered a bunch of Mavises, and start shooting them, please. Engage them, blow them out of the sky. There we go. Come on. There we go. 1 destroyed. Get rid of these things. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm hoping we don't lose any of our fighters here. It should just be a turkey shoot. Come on, shoot them. Problem is they're gunners, and the AI is not the best at evading the gunners, as we've seen. It looks like these guys were en route to hit Java. I'm not sure where they were flying because we are kind of over Java now. It's really confusing. They were on their way to hit Java, the ship, Because they are carrying torpedoes. That has to be what they were going for. It's interesting the amount of Japanese air assets they have available currently. But we're making quick work of all these guys. I think. We haven't lost anyone yet. Hopefully we can just take all of these Mavises out. Come on. A bunch of big float planes. How hard can it be? There we go. We're starting to take them out. 2 more going down. Although I do feel like these are rather tough aircraft that we're shooting down. Regardless, the air battle will continue. Oh no, we've lost one. Oh, there we go. 1 went down, and we actually lost 2. So we're down to 2 Curtiss Wright 21s. Come on, swing around. Let's try to... Okay, we're shot down another. Let's try to just get our guns on these targets. I'd rather not lose all of our aircraft. Stop shooting. We'll try to manually get this guy on the 6 of this Mavis. Engage that one, please. Their gunners are starting to do some pretty good. Oh boy, that's close. Come on. Shoot them? Wow, just shoot around them. Got it. Okay, maybe we should go ahead and initiate the retreat. Although this guy is lining up nicely. Hit that guy, please. One of them's smoking. There we go. There we go. Another one went down. Come on, get him, get him, get him. And he's breaking off. Do not hit the deck, please. All right, go for this one, please. Also, this button's kind of glitched out, although now it's not. Flying under them. I just want to take all these guys out. However, we took out so many of them. Let's go ahead and retreat. 24 seconds. Let's get out of here. Save our last 2. I mean, 50% casualties. Not great, if you ask me. Not a fan of that one. Oh, don't get shot down here. Bye. Let's get out of here. 24 seconds. Although this guy's coming right at us. Shoot him down. Head on. There we go. One more going down. You know what? I think you can take this last one. Go get him. Gang up on him. Both of these guys are completely intact. It doesn't look like they've sustained any damage. It's a shame we lost 2 of them, but for the cost of how many of these guys, I think we are doing A-okay. All right, swinging around, evade that gunner. And finish them off. Let's see the report here. 9 aircraft, they are going to lose all 9 of them. And we lost 2. 2 fighters for the cost of, I mean, these have to be pretty valuable. Quite large. There we go, got him. Going down. Adios. Perfect, well that was exciting air combat. Let's go ahead and retreat. Definitely a turkey shoot, but I will take it. We lost 2 aircraft, the enemy lost 9, just whittling them down. There are more aircraft here heading towards Java. We are going to try to defend the ship Java with all we got. And that's the current situation. The only other news is the 20 people on Singapore have been eliminated. At this point, Singapore is now completely under Japanese control. Well, this is not good. Surabaya has a Japanese task force coming towards it. 1 cruiser, 1 light cruiser. I believe this is the task force I attacked a couple of nights ago with some Hudsons. Are they going to bombard the port? Wow, they're just doing a little gunboat diplomacy, just sailing right on by. O-19 is on her way. Go get her. Hopefully, O-19 will be able to cause some damage and take out that heavy cruiser. That would be very swell, because that was an interesting way to go here. Everything else has been relatively quiet. Java is out of harm's way and heading towards Australia now. O-19 has encountered the Japanese task force that was just outside of Surabaya, and this is the task force that we have attacked previously. There is the Mogami, which has some charring on her. She is the one that is damaged. That is going to be our target, and we are setting up our shot with our stern torpedo tubes. The target is moving at 17 knots. Torpedoes. Select the stern tubes. We have 4 torpedoes in the stern tubes, and just so you know, O-19 did rearm at Sarabiash, so she has a full complement of torpedoes. Oh no, I'm gonna launch all 4 2-degree spread once again at the Mogami, just to ensure we get a kill. I could probably go with less. It looks like these Dutch torpedoes are much more reliable than the infamous Mark 14s. However, we're so close to Sarabiash, we can always rearm. That will be O-19's primary base of operation. We are going to wait until... Wow, we can fire pretty darn soon here. Yeah, we'll wait until that's at 0 and then fire our tubes. There we go. Waiting solutions at 99%. Fire all 4 stern tubes. There we go. 2. Oh, we only have 2. Okay, we only have 2 torpedoes. The other 2 are in reserve. So 2 fish away, 2-degree spread. You know what? If we have to re-engage, we'll re-engage. Down scope. Let's increase our speed to 3 knots and drop down to a depth of 40 meters. Yeah, that should be sufficient. Let's get the heck out of here. Here we go. Torpedoes are heading towards the target. We can see them in the water. It looks like we may get 2 hits here. That 2-degree spread was quite wide considering the range, but let's see if we get ourselves a couple of hits. 1 impact, 2. Beautiful. Massive fires started in the aft and amidships. Those were 2 really good hits, and I think that Mogami is probably toast. She already had some heavy damage from previous air attack. That's another Japanese heavy cruiser. We are just whittling down their heavy cruiser fleet. Yeah, 2 torpedoes, not a single dud. Pretty heavy list has developed to starboard, and we will see how this Mogami fares. O-19 is going to get the heck out of Dodge. We are clear to leave the combat area. Let's go ahead and do so. The Mogami is in critical condition. She has heavy flooding. Let's continue on. She is in here in the Java Sea. Let's see, what air assets? Let's try 2 1,000-pound armor-piercing bombs on her. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that out. We'll try to level bomb the target. What do we have here? These guys. Let's get 4 300-kilogram semi-armor-piercing bombs. Let's try to bomb that Mogami. She's borderline stationary, so I'm not too worried about missing, so we can try to level bomb and hopefully be a little more effective here. Java has finally made it back to Australia. Let's do that. Ohio has fueled up. She is carrying fuel and is on her way to Java as well. Things are looking pretty good for us overall, and O-19 is on her rampage. If she re-encounters that task force, then we will fire a couple more torpedoes at that Mogami and just finish her off. Well, O-19 here has made contact with the enemy task force before the aircraft could encounter them, so we are going to sink this Mogami with our bow torpedo tubes. Let's go ahead and get those set up. We are just going to shoot all 4 of them at her. All 4 tubes, 1-degree spread. She is 2.7 kilometers away. Solutions at 69%. Let's raise our scope, up scope. Close in on the target, range 2.7 and closing. Let's reduce speed. Let's look through our scope, and hello, Mogami. What's our solution? 99%. We are pretty much clear to fire. We are going to fire and turn around as quickly as possible. There we go. Tubes 1 through 4. I'm just going to shoot all 4 to ensure this thing goes down. We are attacking from the port side of the target this time around. Fire. There we go. 1-degree spread. 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 away. Let's go right full rudder. Get the heck out of here. Increase speed to 8 knots. Time to blast. Hopefully, 4 torpedoes will be enough to sink this Mogami. This thing's in pretty rough shape as it is. However, ships in this game do have a tendency to be rather tough. We're going to break away so we can get away from this Fubuki that's up in the rear. I could have shot at the Fubuki as well, however, we have our primary target. We are just going to go for her and hopefully finish this heavy cruiser off. Heavy cruisers are the scariest thing in this task force. There is a light cruiser in the lead, so we could re-engage and sink her as well. Regardless, this is looking pretty good. We'll see how it ends up for O-19. Things are looking awfully good for our torpedo solution. Mogami is slowly chugging along, and I think we're about to have impact. Yeah, I think all 4 of these fish should hit. Hopefully we don't have any duds. 1 hit. There we go. 2, 3, 4. Wow, there we go. Catastrophic explosion in the stern. She is erupting into flames, and that has to be it for this Mogami. There is zero way she would survive that. This ship has taken one heck of a beating. It looks like she has all stopped. Yep, her speed's down to 0. It has to be critical damage. Let's see, that Fubuki looks none the wiser, probably concerned. She's on the starboard side of Mogami, so I don't think there's a good chance. There we go, she is sinking. There we go, 1 heavy cruiser going down. How many points is that? Let's see the report. 3 command points gained. I will take it. 13,000 tons sent down to the bottom. Well, folks, that is going to do it for today's episode. I do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I will see you all on the next one.